I'm back, and so is the Shifting Lanes C30, and those are just some of the parts we're going to be installing over the next few weeks. Stay tuned. Hey guys, what's going on, and welcome to Shifting Lanes. My name's Chad. This is my 2008 Volvo C30 project car. It's been a little while since she's been on the channel. However, today we're going to go over most of the parts that we're going to be putting into her before we take our first crack at the Civic Type R. So, what are we going to be talking about today? Well, I have a bunch of parts, and I'm still ordering more parts to get the C30 up to a spot where I can try to at least take on the Type R without embarrassing myself too much. I don't know if this is going to get us there completely. However, we're going to dive into it. We've got more power parts, we've got more handling parts, and not pictured are more stopping parts. So let's dive into it. And first things first, we're going to First things first, we got ourselves an Elevate upper intake manifold. Now, with this intake manifold, we're going to basically, and I'll get into more details on how it does it, its construction, and all of that when we actually install this bad boy, but effectively, this is going to optimize airflow as it gets to the cylinders. It's basically going to help evenly distribute all of the air coming out of the turbo, out of the intercooler, basically to all 5 cylinders, so we get the best bang in each cylinder to make more power. And more power is always a good thing. Secondly, to help make that work as best as it possibly could, we have the lower intake manifold. Now, these have been ported to, again, improve airflow. More air, better airflow means more air, more fuel, more bang, more power. These shouldn't be too crazy difficult to install. We'll find that out next week. However, I'm pretty stoked to get this on there. This is the last of our Go Fast engine mods before we really dive into the suspension, the brakes, and all that stuff. So I'm really excited to get this on, see what it does for performance, see just how much power we can pump out with all of our mods. We are going to be putting this to the test on the dyno as we do all of our mods. So I personally can't wait to get into it. Should be fun, and should make our C30 all that much faster, at least accelerating, and so on and so forth. However, if some of you watched my video from the Dragon, you'll know that we suffered from a few problems. Number one was braking. We had a lot of brake fade. The brake pedal felt really spongy in spots. That could be a symptom of just the car's age. It could also be that, well, we need to upgrade. The good news is we're going to do a complete service on the brakes. That's pads, rotors, calipers in the front. We're going to check the calipers in the rear, but I think those are all in great working order. We're going to flush out the brake fluid system. And as far as an upgrade is concerned, we're going to go the budget big brake route. Now, there are massive big brake kits you can get out there. There's 6-piston calipers for the front, 4 pistons in the rear. Rich Forsyth on his car, if you watched our video with him, he's got massive brakes. That car makes a ton of power and accelerates really, really well, but where it's most impressive is in the braking. We could have gone that crazy. However, that would have completely exploded our budget and really wouldn't fit this car with the stock turbo. To that end, as far as improving handling and things like that, we have, hold on. We have some Bilsteins, or, well, however you want to say it. We got ourselves some Coil Overs. Now, these are, it's actually the first time I'm opening this box. These are the B14s. They are not the top of the line, but they are going to give us a lot in the way of adjustability as far as ride height is concerned, and they're definitely going to make this thing handle a heck of a lot better. So these are our fronts. These are our fronts. Again, if you watched our video when we put the wheels on, you noticed we had, well, let's just say something of a significant wheel gap. This will help lower us so we get a little bit more flush look. I'm not going hella stance. I don't believe in that. I think cars like that are ridiculously dumb. However, I do want her looking right, and I do want her handling right. So that's where these come in. Bilsteins were the shocks, the coilover recommended to me by just about anyone who knows anything about these cars. For example, Volvo Master Tech and C30 Legend Rich Forsyth recommended I get Bilsteins, so I went over to FCP Euro and got myself a set of these bad boys. If you are unfamiliar with FCP Euro, they are a phenomenal company. They have just about every part you could possibly dream of for European cars, whether it be Volvos, whether it be Porsches, Aston Martins, Volkswagens, Audis, you name it, they probably got the part you're looking for. And yes, I apologize, I am sweating quite profusely. It's the middle of summer, and rather unsurprisingly, our shop has zero in the way of air conditioning. However, FCP Euro, they have all the parts you could possibly think of ever needing for your car. They even have performance upgrades like these shocks, and one of the coolest things they offer is a lifetime replacement warranty on pretty much all of their parts, all their wear item parts, all of that. So, not only do I get these shocks, but basically, or coilovers, they go bad, FCP Euro, send back the old ones, they'll send me some new ones. Same thing goes for brakes, clutches, the lot. If you're not using FCP Euro, I highly recommend that you check them out, especially, for all of us Volvo guys out there looking for a great place to get parts at a really competitive price. And frankly, for as long as I own this car, I have I have the oil breathing system, the oil filter in there. All of that's covered under their lifetime replacement warranty. My new thermostat, all my radiator stuff, pretty much all of it is covered. And I mean, you buy a part once and get it replaced for the lifetime you own a car. I mean, who doesn't want that deal? It sounds too good to be true, but it is. It's true. FCP Euro is an awesome company. I didn't get any discount on this part. I didn't get paid to say any of this. I just love shopping with FCP Euro because they're just a great company to work with, and you guys should definitely check them out. The last of the parts we're going to touch on is this box here. Again, these came courtesy of FCP Euro. They are my upper shock mounts for the front here. Now, one thing I probably haven't mentioned to you guys is that I've got a pretty significant, I don't want to say rubbing noise, but there is a noise coming from the front here. I've isolated it to the shock mounts. Top hat. And I haven't really addressed it at this point because, well, frankly, suspension was something I was always going to address anyway, always going to upgrade. So while in the process, why not replace a bad part and upgrade some others? So big thanks to FCP Euro again. Elevate. If you own a C30 or a P1 or a P2, if you own a Volvo in general, definitely check out Elevate. They got pretty much all the performance parts you could ever want or need. They're a great company to deal with. Their customer service is top notch. Their parts, the quality of the parts is basically second to none. They're a great company to work with. So if you're looking to make your Volvo reliable and fast, definitely check out Elevate and FCP Euro. So that's pretty much it, guys. We're going to address the last of our power mods with our intake manifolds. We're going to address our handling with some coilovers and upper strut mounts, shock mounts, whatever the heck they're called technically. We're going to address our stopping with a budget big brake kit, which I personally can't wait to try because it's a really great way to improve your Volvo, especially your C30, for not that enormous of a price tag. And then we're going to take her out and we're gonna thrash on her. I can't wait because what's the point of putting all these fun parts into your car if you cannot enjoy them? I'm going to be going to the strip. I'm going to be going autocrossing with Hanson. We're going to put the little C30 here up against his S60R, which has been basically handcrafted by Hansen to be an autocross car as much as that enormous piece of Swedish steel can be. I can't wait to basically embarrass him around the track there. I can't wait to get to the drag strip and see where we're at quarter mile wise, even though I haven't done it in quite a few years. So I'll either put some great times forth or I will embarrass myself greatly, much to the enjoyment of you guys, I suspect. It's going to be a fun few weeks, guys. I'm glad to be back with the C30. I'm really, really stoked to get back and work on her. She's been, I don't want to say neglected, but she hasn't gotten some loving in a while. And with all of this strewn in front of me, she's definitely going to be getting that. So hopefully you guys stick around, stay tuned, watch me go through the process. I can't wait to show you guys. I can't wait to more than likely struggle in a few places, which again should provide you guys who know a lot more than I do some enjoyment. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all of you guys. If you like what you saw, if you can't wait to see more on the C30, consider subscribing. We got a whole playlist of mods, and like I said, a whole lot of really exciting stuff to put into her. So if you want to check all that stuff out, hit that subscribe button. If you want to be notified when I'm installing this stuff, when I'm going racing, when I'm going to the dyno, hit that notification bell so you get all of the Shifting Lanes content as it comes out right in your inbox. Basically, it notifies you so you don't have to worry about sifting through everything. It takes you right there. Check us out on social media. We're at Shifting Lanes. I personally am at Chenedy83. Sorry for the short one, guys, but in a couple of days, I'm going to be starting to install all this fun stuff, and I'm going to be taking you guys for the ride, so hopefully you stick around for that. As for this one, that's a wrap. I'll catch you next time.